Yes, we take you to the Vologda region, the land of centuries-old monasteries and churches. 500 kilometers from Moscow, the region is almost as big as Kazakhstan, with more than 1 million people living there. Well, the main city, Vologda, has the Kirilo-Belozersky monastery as its main attraction. It has won international fame for being an artistic work of exceptional beauty. RT's Matt Trezor leads the way now around the city's best-known historic venues.
From historic churches and fortresses built by Ivan the Terrible in medieval Russia to wooden buildings that were once used as embassies, there's lots of history to be found here in the Vologda region. The Vologda region bears the marks of Russia's past. You can see it in the famous wooden homes that once housed embassies after the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917. But history here starts northwest of Vologda, at a monastery founded by a monk from Moscow.
Legend says that the monk Kirill saw the Virgin Mary in a vision, and she told him to walk north, where God had prepared the place for his spiritual salvation. So Kirill set off to look for this place.
There must have been fewer trees on the top of this hill 600 years ago. Without them here, you could probably see for miles. According to tradition, this is the spot where the monk Kirill stood in the year 1397 and looked out onto the lake past those trees and saw the spot where one day he would establish Russia's largest monastery.
It's still a working monastery, though today it only houses 4 monks. The rest of the complex is a museum. Like the Kirillov, the Feropontov Monastery is now a museum.
The frescoes in this magnificent sanctuary were painted back in 1502. They've done a tremendous job of restoring them back to their original glory. The colors practically leap out at you from the walls. They have left this single area here unrestored on purpose and just touched up this one spot so you can see the difference between how dark and faded it used to look and how it looks now.
Frescoes also decorate the interior of the St. Sophia Cathedral in the city of Vologda. It and the nearby fortress, or Kremlin, were built in the 16th century.
The Vologda Kremlin certainly is large and impressive, but just imagine a Kremlin here in the city that's twice as big as the one that's in Moscow. That's what Ivan the Terrible had in mind when he considered moving the Russian capital here.
Since that didn't happen, the city and region have kept much of their historic flavor. Children there also work hard, keeping their traditions alive. At this school, they practice ancient crafts and learn ancient songs and dances.
It's our story, and it's interesting to know the story of our adults, of our country.
The Vologda region is a part of the country with many historic gems worth preserving.